Harry, I'm over the moon that finally now all Australians own the Australian flag, the Aboriginal flag. Isn't that great? And you know what? I'm not even sure whether I'm being sarcastic or not. What's wrong? Stop acting like Lurch. What's the problem? There was an Australian flag. Someone created. If you created something, right, and it took on big time, and people were using it, you would want your 20 million bucks out of it.
This flag was created.
What if someone told you're a cunt?
And you know what? If they could make a commercial go of it, Zama Gazint to them, right? If you're asking, wonder if anybody listening is wondering about what Rabbi Pesach has just muttered, the utterances that have been coming from him in the last 10 seconds, it's actually a clothing brand. So you need to just calm the farm, and you can go to www.yorickhUnt.com to buy fully Australian-made garments and support.
I don't think we're
businesses.
allowed to push a commercial brand on air, except that it belongs to you.
Only if it's not. Yeah, as long as it's not alcohol.
Yeah,
it's not alcohol or cigarettes.
Anyway,
I mean, every
to get back to the point.
Anyway, my point is, this was designed to be This was designed to be a tenant under which Aboriginal Australians could stand behind
the flag.
That flag. It was a symbol that was going to unite all of Australia's indigenous population.
I think it was created around 1971 or something.
Yeah, it's 50 years old.
Okay.
Right. But it was there to unite all of Aboriginal Australians, regardless of whether they were at the northeastern Cape or the southwestern quarter of this country.
I think it's a great flag.
It's a lovely flag.
Yeah.
And then for the designer to sell the way it works.
Apparently he was sending legal letters to people who were using it commercially.
But apparently the original designer sold it to a clothing company that he did or didn't,
or gave licensing,
or gave licensing to it or whatever.
Shlomi's listening. Hello,
if he was really genuine about wanting to do something for his people, he would have gone, you know what? There it is, Zama Kazin. You know what? It's like the guys who write open source software. Right? We just want to put it out there. We just want to make this available to people. We're not here to make money out of it. Go use it. Only do good with it. And here, this guy, he's apparently they've pursued anyone who's used it in a commercial sense for the last however many years.
Remember, that's what they did with the with the Made in Australia with the kangaroo or something.
Yeah.
That was also
you've got to pay. Well, it is. It's owned by the Made Australia or Australian-made campaign limited, blah, 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 which is actually owned by the Australian government. And you have to pay a fee every year based on your turnover and yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Because up until recently, Yorick had it on their website until we decided.
We get a letter.
Well, we got a letter to say, well, you haven't paid your renewal because, honestly, it just wasn't worth our while.
It's a lot of money.
Not really, not in the big scheme of things. But, when you sell 15 T-shirts a year and you pay a starting fee of $300 for the year to put the Australian-made logo, I can put in any sort of text or any font or use any other logo I want as long as I don't use that logo on the website.
I wonder if when we first had the Australian flag, whether they paid money to a marketing company to create the Australian flag. And how much they paid for it in today's terms.
Well, I think the Australian flag was designed through competition.
Oh, I think you're right.
I think there was a design competition for the Australian flag, and any sovereign flag is free of copyright, I believe. If you're a copyright legal, give us a call on 906-920-87 just to confirm that what we've spoken about so far is correct in terms of copyrights and trademarks and all that sort of stuff.